Sahajanand Swami Maharaj Ni Jai. Vachanamrit number 165, 166, 168. The topic that God talks about in these Vachanamrits is Kalyan no Sadhan, Kalyan no Marga, the path to liberation. The reason for which God created this universe is for each soul to experience true bliss. And while experiencing this bliss that comes from the source of happiness, God Himself, we must not stop loving Him out of gratitude for this priceless experience. Our mere existence is because He ideated us. If we want to stay in this state of being of a liberated mindset all the time, we must protect ourselves from all the vulnerabilities because of the dualities of life. Highs and lows, ups and downs, loss and gain. These are part and parcel of the design of life. Birth and death are also a part. But how to get into this kind of a liberating mindset? We all seekers are sometimes battling between deciding whether I am spiritual or I am religious. But what we fail to understand is that religion is the most structured and organized form of spirituality. There are certain exceptions that have set bad examples, but fundamentally, religion is nothing but structured spirituality. Just like this Vachanamrit says, that જીવનું જે કલ્યાણ થાય છે તે ભગવાનનું ધ્યાન, સ્મરણ, કીર્તન, કથારૂપી ભક્તિ એ વતે જ થાય છે. One of the biggest gift of religion is bhakti, and that's a treasure. He says that can be a single most reason of attaining this liberating mindset. What is bhakti? Our unconditional, expressed love to God. How can we express gratitude to God? By doing meditation of God. How does that help? We are constantly validating to God that you mean a lot to me. I am investing time, energy in you. I love you and I love thinking about you. When that becomes meditation, it's no longer difficult. Meditation also helps calm the mind, because the mind is a restless being that makes us vulnerable all the time. Smaran, Kirtan, Katha, these kind of Vachanamrits are pearls of wisdom. If they are understood well, they are the best psychological book in the universe. The Bhagavad Gita, the Bible, the Vachanamrit is God's preachings, God's thoughts, God's perspectives compiled in a book for the seeker's greater good. He's telling us all this because He's our best well-wisher. He's created this universe intelligently, and if we want to benefit out of it, we must use His written user's manual of how to live this life. So He says, Bhakti એ જ કલ્યાણનું સાધન છે. આત્મનિષ્ઠા, વૈરાગ્ય અને ધર્મ તે તો ભક્તિના સહાયરૂપ ઉપકરણ છે. To think of ourselves as an Atma helps in enhancing our bhakti. To detach from material pleasures helps in attaching with God. To stay within the confines of dharma, to follow all the rules and regulations and the boundaries set by God, assist in enhancing our bhakti. મૂર્તિના ધ્યાનથી આત્મા પણ દેખાય છે. We must not chase Atma Darshan. We must not chase that one fine day, I want to see my own Atma. If we focus, concentrate and meditate upon the Murti, that bhakti itself will gift us Atmagyan. The more and more we immerse in loving God, the more and more we will be spiritually awakened. ધર્મમાં રહેવું, ઉપાસના, ભગવાનના ચરિત્ર ગાવવા સાંભળવા, ભગવાનનું નામ સ્મરણ કરવું, તો જીવનું કલ્યાણ થવું જરાય કઠણ નથી. વાહણમાં બેસીને સમુદ્ર તરવા જેવું સરળ છે. The ocean seems like limitless. It seems so difficult that we all by ourselves will ever cross this ocean. Life sometimes can get a little difficult, can sometimes seem easy. It seems like an ocean of circumstances. Every day is a new challenge sometimes, and every day seems like a beautiful gift sometimes. But these dualities are like high tides and low tides in the ocean. If we sit in a cruise and cross the ocean, is it difficult? No, it is not. Naam Smaran of God, just chanting His name. How when we love somebody, we love calling them, we love talking to them, we love writing letters to them. This is an expression of love. Both the people know that they love each other enough, but it's beautiful to keep telling each other. We sometimes, in our young age, write names of each other on our hands, just out of that sheer infatuation or love for each other. And we feel blissful when we just attach each other's name to each other. The concept of Naam Smaran is similar. Every time we chant God's name with love, He blushes a little that my child still loves me out of gratitude for all the gifts that I have given him in this life. This life itself is His gift unto us, and everything in this universe, the sun, the moon, the stars, the sky, the trees, the nature, all of these God has created just so that we enjoy. Out of that sheer gratitude for Him, we must reciprocate His love by expressing some love to Him, by obeying His rules, by obeying what He says, by reading His scriptures, by understanding Him more and more. That helps us evolve spiritually, and it also always keeps us in that liberated state of being, where nothing in life can affect us anymore. What bhakti gives us is nishkampanu. In the next Vachanamrit he says, એક નિષ્કામી વર્તમાન હોય તો અમે 1000 ગાંવ છેટે જઈએ તો પણ તમારી પાસે જ છે. અમને નિષ્કામી ભક્તના હાથની જ કરેલી સેવા ગમે છે. નિષ્કામી વર્તમાનમાં કાચ્યપ હોય તે જો પાસે રહે છે તો પણ બહુ ગાંવ લાખ ગાંવ છેટે છે. કામનાઓ ગમે તેટલી યુક્તિએ કરીને સંતાડે તો પણ અમને જાણ્યા વિના રહે જ નહીં, અને તે મનુષ્ય ઉપર અતિશય કુરાજીપો થઈ જાય. વાંજ્યાના ઘેર દીકરો મરે તેના જેવો શોક થઈ જાય ને મનમાં એમ થાય છે કે બધા સત્સંગને મૂકીને જાતા રહીએ. What is God trying to tell us? Whatever I have given to you in this life, is it enough? If whatever I have given till now is not enough, no matter how many more desires we shall have, will they ever be enough to make us feel contentment in life? No, they won't be. Desirelessness is not about abandoning all the things that God has given us for our joy. Desirelessness is feeling content with all the desires that God has already fulfilled in our life. Is there any dearth of God's grace and blessings in our life? I don't think so. He's gifted us this life, this universe, our loved ones, our family, our friends, so many things. He's always made sure that we eat and sleep well. He's always made sure that we are sane. We are blessed. After having so many blessings, if gratitude is not what is flowing out of us for God, And if there are more and more desires that we have in life, more and more expectations, more and more things that we want to happen in our way, then we are going to continue to remain insatiable. And that's when God says that if I am not enough for you and what I've done for you is not enough for you, I feel sad and disappointed that so much I did and yet you don't want to love me back. Yet you don't feel like loving me back. It's like a one-way love story if we don't love God back out of gratitude after He has done so much for us. In this same Vachramrit, He says, નિષ્કામીપણું જોઈએ એના ત્રણ ઉપાય છે. If we are honest and sincere enough that we are still not desireless, then He is showing us three ways with which we can attain this state. પહેલું, મનને વશ કરવું. આત્મજ્ઞાન અખંડ રાખવું, અખંડ નવધા ભક્તિ કરવી, કથા કીર્તન કરવા અને મનને નવરું રહેવા દેવું નહીં. We have to first win over our mind. Our mind is as restless as a monkey. It wants to keep thinking and brooding upon the negative things. It keeps distracting us. It doesn't allow us to do justice to things that actually must be our priorities. How to control the mind? With Akhanda Navdha Bhakti again. The more and more we are going to do malas, the more and more we are going to do bhakti of God, the more and more shastras we read, the more and more meditation we do, the more and more temples we visit, all of these are going to strengthen our mind. The second solution that he gave is પ્રાણને નિયમમાં રાખવો, આહાર વિહાર યુક્ત જીવવું, અતિશય ખાધાની લોલુપતા રાખવી નહીં. The more we are going to control our senses, the more we are going to not give in to our taste buds, the more we are going to eat more consciously, mindfully, the more we are going to consume everything in life with more awareness and not just keep consuming whatever comes our way, the more and more we are going to control our indulgence, the more and more our pran will be in niyam. Breath control, intake control, taking care of our health, taking care of our mindset is all about pranne niyamma rakho. And the third is dehne niyamma rakho. સત્સંગને વિશે જેને જે નિયમ કહ્યા છે તેમાં રહેવું. Do not live according to your wish and will, live according to God's wish and will. Whatever niyams are told in Shiksha Patri, we must trust that God is intelligent enough to script these niyams. We must never question the existence of God or the intelligence of God, because it is with His intelligence that a tiny sperm turned into this human being, that millions and billions of us exist, that so many plant and animal forms exist. The intelligence behind this, call it nature, call it universe, call it God, call it whatever we want to. We must trust that intelligence. And that intelligence has given us certain niyams. If we follow all those niyams, if we follow that discipline and imbibe it in our life, in acharan, and do not manipulate, then we shall attain this nishkampanu and this bhakti. How do we manipulate it? He says that મન હોય ચંગા તો કથરોટ में ગંગા, એ વાત તો અતિશય ખોટી છે. If my mind is pure and if I am well intended and I am a good human being, then that is a reason good enough, because I am investing in good karmas and I don't believe in this religion and spirituality. He says these are all manipulations that a human mind does. There is nothing called as if my mind is pure, then it's good enough. What God is guiding must be abided by wholly, completely, without adulterating it with our own logics. A logical mind must surrender to God when God is trying to divinely guide us. એમ ન જાણવું જે નિષ્કામી વર્તમાન રાખવું ઘણું કઠણ છે. કાંઈ કઠણ નથી. નિત્ય અભ્યાસ કરે તો મનુષ્ય દેહે કરીને શું ન થાય? સર્વ થાય છે. ભગવાનને રાજી કર્યા સારું સર્વ કામનાઓનો ત્યાગ કરીને, સર્વ નિયમનું પાલન કરીને નિષ્કામી વર્તમાનમાં રહેવું ને સદાય ભગવાનની ભક્તિ કરવી. જો નિત્ય અભ્યાસ કરીએ તો કૂવાના કાંઠા પર પથરો હોય તે નરમ દોરડી પણ એમાં કાપા પાડી શકે એવી શક્તિશાળી થાય. ઇવન ઇફ દેર ઇઝ અ વેરી soft string with which we are removing water from the well, and if this string is rubbing against a stone every day, then even a string can cause a cut on the stone. The stone is far more stronger than the string, but the string can cut the stone if daily it rubs at the same place. If we are going to do Nitya Abhyas of whatever is taught in these 3 Vachanamrats, if we are going to read the Shikshapatri daily, if we are going to love God daily, if we are going to practice Nishkampanu daily, if we are going to invest in spirituality daily, if we are going to invest in knowing God daily, if we are going to invest in Bhakti, Naam, Smaran, Dhyan, all of this, we are going to reap a lot of benefits out of it. And the biggest benefit he assures us is Kalyan, is liberation. Liberation from our own mindset, liberation from the ups and downs and the vulnerabilities of life, liberation from our self-limiting beliefs, liberation from all the distractions in this world that are distancing us from God. We don't want to be lakh gaon chete from God. We want to be extremely close to God. Such a powerful, intelligent, universal energy, which we all call God, has gifted us this priceless experience of human life. All our loved ones and everything that we have in life and everything that we enjoy or everything that we are attached to is given to us by God. He wants us to enjoy this experience, but not at the cost of disconnecting from Him. If we are going to remain disconnected to Him, if we are going to remain connected to Him, we shall experience this liberating mindset and a blissful human experience. Sahajanand Swami Maharajani Jai.